The grand palace echoed with whispers as courtiers gathered, their eyes fixed on the empty throne that stood majestically in the center of the hall. King Dorian, his hair silver with age and his face marked by lines of wisdom, stood before his children, 4 heirs, each desperate to claim the throne he would soon leave behind. Dorian's voice, steady but weary, filled the hall. "Sit upon this throne, if you believe you are worthy." His eldest, Prince Alaric, stepped forward without hesitation. Broad-shouldered and fierce, Alaric's name inspired fear on battlefields. "I will lead with strength," he declared, striding toward the throne, his hand already gripping its armrest. But as he lowered himself, the seat seemed to grow cold and distant, its grandeur mocking his ambition. Alaric hesitated, then stood, retreating with a scowl. Next came Princess Selene, sharp-witted and eloquent. She approached the throne gracefully. "The people need a ruler who can outsmart enemies and charm allies," she said, her voice honeyed with confidence. Yet, as she touched the throne, she felt its weight, heavy, unyielding. Her clever words faltered, and she too turned away. Prince Valen followed, his eyes gleaming with visions of power. "With wealth and influence our kingdom shall prosper," he boasted, his fingers brushing the gilded edges of the throne. But as he attempted to sit, the gold felt hollow, his wealth meaningless before its ancient legacy. He stepped back, defeated. Only one heir remained, youngest of them all, Prince Emrys. Quiet and thoughtful, Emrys watched his siblings, his gaze lingering on the throne before turning to his father. Dorian's eyes softened as he met Emrys's questioning look. Unlike the others, Emrys did not rush forward. Instead, he approached the king. "Father," he asked, his voice gentle, "how did you learn to bear its weight?" Surprised, Dorian gestured for him to sit by his side. Emrys did not seek the throne, but sought the wisdom behind it. Days turned into weeks as he listened to his father's stories, of battles fought not with swords but with patience, of alliances built on trust, and of sacrifices made for the good of the people. Emrys ventured beyond the palace walls, speaking with villagers, listening to their woes and joys. He learned not just of power but of responsibility, not just of ruling but of serving. At last, the day came for Dorian to make his choice. The grand hall filled once more, tension heavy in the air. Alaric stood rigid, Selene's eyes flickered with anticipation, and Valen's fingers drummed impatiently. Only Emrys stood calm, his eyes wiser than before. Dorian faced them, his voice firm. "The throne is more than authority. It is a burden born with wisdom." He turned to Emrys, his gaze proud. "You alone sought to learn before leading. You alone are worthy." Gasps echoed through the hall, disbelief mirrored on his siblings' faces. But Emrys merely bowed his head, humility softening his features. Dorian's heart swelled with hope. The empty throne, once a symbol of power, now stood as a testament to wisdom. And as Emrys approached it, not to seize but to serve, the throne no longer seemed empty at all. True leadership is not seized by force, nor claimed through wealth or intellect alone. It is earned through wisdom, humility, and a willingness to serve others before oneself.